Okay, so I'm back with a Real Housewives of Atlanta review. I do believe this is season 8. Let me just be sure, because honestly I did not watch the last season. So I'm probably going to have to go back and watch it on Netflix or something like that. So, yeah. This is season number, season 8. Okay, so, what I did, I took a few notes as I was watching, just kind of briefly go over things that, stuck out to me. So, being like that, I didn't watch last year, so, last season, so I'm gonna try to go back and watch that to kind of catch up. Basically, it started off, I did like how the season, as far as editing and cutting, how it started off, doing a little bit of everybody. We got to see everybody. It wasn't just one person at the beginning of the first segment, if you will. So, it did start out with Candiace having a baby. I'm excited for her and Todd. I think that'll kind of propel their relationship towards the next level, because I think they're a really good match, just from what I can see on TV. I don't know these people personally, but I think that'll be good for them. I'm excited about Kandi having another baby, because for me, in my mind, as far as the Real Housewives of Atlanta, although Kandi was not always a housewife, she has always been the most stable. She's always had a coin. She's had coin probably longer than anybody else on the show. She's had a coin since the 90s. You know what I mean? I'm excited about that. Moving right on to the next point. Trying to keep this video as brief as possible. So, Portia and Phaedra are now friends. Baby, I missed out on that whole last season. I understood and knew that her and Kandi were having some issues from where, Phaedra didn't feel like Kandi was there for her, etc., etc., etc. I just didn't know that Phaedra and Portia are now good Judies. We're going to see how that pans out. That's what made me say I got to go back and watch the last season, because, baby, I need some understanding. I need clarity, okay? So, my next note, Cynthia and Peter. Girl, what? Just let it go already, girl. It's been trouble from the gate. I mean, goodness. Every season, it's something with y'all's marriage. Let that go. And it's always something to the notion of Peter cheating. And my thing has always been this. If that's not what y'all are into as a couple, that's never going to work. If you like to get around and you like to have different pieces of ass, don't get married. What you doing that for? They're just bringing misery on another person. Because I've always said, like, if I was to ever have a bae, and bae felt like he needed to, get some extra, get something somewhere else, feel free to let me know. I might want to watch. The bed of marriage is undefiled. So in this modern day time, what I take that as is, if you guys can come to a common or mutual agreement that this is what we want to do, or this is what we're okay with, nobody else should have anything else to say about it. So, yeah, if that's not what, if Cynthia's not about sharing, baby, don't share. Just go ahead and get a divorce, let that ride. But it seems like we always get back to them resolving their issues, because if I didn't know any better, I would think that with this Housewives check, we're funding all of these new projects, bar one, what is it, Sports One, all that. So yeah, I could be wrong. That ain't my marriage, but I'm just saying, from a viewer's standpoint, it just seems crazy. Let that ride, bruh. So, and also watching, Peter argue, he argues like a young boy, like somebody that's in their 20s. His rationale is very, very mentally immature. Like, it just sounds crazy. Like, from saying things, like, oh, it looks like this, but it's not. No, baby, what it looks like is what it is. Perception is law, pretty much. If someone perceives me to be a mess or to be messy, that's what it is, because that's how you're going to treat me. If you've heard X, Y, and Z about me, and that's what you believe from a person that you have on good source, that's what you're going to believe, so that's what law will be. That's how you'll treat me. So, if it's perceived that you're cheating, it looks as if you may be interested in cheating. That's what it is. You're a cheater. So, yeah. I guess. Moving right along. Portia, baby, sis, Judy, doll, get up off my man. Duke is back, okay? No, I'm kidding, but he fine. Ooh, I think I love him. But, yeah, ooh, he fine. Girl, I guess. But anyhow, yeah, so y'all been dating for a month and y'all doing all that. Must be nice, bitch. I think when you have money, you have a different way of courtship. Lord, I would like to find out. That's all I would like to find out. Because, baby, he taking ownership of ass and stuff. Yes, ma'am. I like all that. Go ahead, Miss Portia. Get you a whole piece. But no, I really think she's now living life. Because she was up under the church girl type strict upbringing to where she had to do X, Y, and Z and look this kind of way because of, you know, what her family's background is. And now she has her own coin coming in. She said, baby, I'm on my own dime. What I want to do is what I want to do. Okay? And I ain't mad. Moving right along. So Kenya's house. I'm not mad because I really don't think Kenya's as dumb as people make her out to be, or messy, yes. Very messy. But as dumb as people would try to make her out to be, like she doesn't have this, that, and the third. No, I think Mama has really good sense. And I think she probably got a house. Because you got to think about it. Your house is only worth its surroundings. And if you got if you bought a house for $1 million, let's say that's what she bought for. I don't know. I didn't take the time to look that up. Either way, but there are $20 million houses around you. And if you can get, like she said, her family owns a construction company. If you can get that construction company to come and do the work on her house for a cheaper rate, she's saving money, but building equity and value upon her already purchased land and house. So I ain't mad. I'm excited to actually see what it's going to look like. It looks like one of those horror movies and stuff she used to do. Like somebody can come right out there and slash a bitch's throat. But I would not wish that on nobody. So I'm not saying I want that to happen. God knows I hope she's safe. I hope she'll install great security features. But that's a creepy ass driveway. Okay? And shout out to Shadow Sheree. They won't let this woman rest. Ooh, they won't let this woman house rest. Although it is coming along. So like she said, you know, fast forwarding a little bit. She said if you've ever built a house, you know it takes time. I've never built a house, so I don't know how much time it actually takes. But shout out to Chateau Sheree. Moving right along, Candy and Phaedra. Lord, I would hope they would get it back together, because originally when they came on and they were friends, I thought they were like the best match of friends. I just knew that they were going to ride, because, you know, I think what I think initially, you know, made them click is that they both had a coin. Although different levels of coinage, because Phaedra has been a lawyer for years, so she's had her money coming in from different celebrity clients from way back when. Although people try to read her to say that she hasn't had a celebrity client since Bobby Brown, but it doesn't matter because she still had her money coming in. So she may not have been living on the multiple $1 million scale, but she's been living in the upper 100,000 or the upper six-figure scale for quite some time, more than me and most of you. So don't read too hard on that. But now with this Real Housewives of Atlanta, if you notice with each season that the characters or people are on the show, their pay normally increases. So with Nene not being a primary character, and Phaedra has an interesting storyline with Apollo, I'm sure her pay has increased. So if she's still doing her regular practices with her law and keeping this money from the show coming in, Mother's making a sickening coin. So anyway, back to point at hand. I really want to see Kendra. Ooh, shit. Ooh, Kendra. My mama calls that woman Kendra. That's sad. She calls Kenya Kendra. Anyway, I really want to see Phaedra and Candy, you know, work out their issues and become good Judys all over again. But I will say, Phaedra, if you owe Todd money, pay Todd his money. Because no matter what friendship has to do with shit, if you owe me money, you owe me money despite the friendship. We can still be friends if you pay me. As I told somebody recently, I feel like in this particular day and age, monetary payment or contractual agreements involving money, how you pay them is how you respect that person. I play piano. I played for my home church growing up, so I got my start there. However, they could never quite pay me what they would pay somebody else, but would still want me to do the job for free. So I feel like if you can't pay me what you would pay X, Y, Z off the street, you don't respect me. So, hey, money in this day and age equals respect, and if you don't pay people what you owe them, that shows a sign of disrespect, in my opinion. So, yeah, Phaedra, you should definitely pay Todd. And I really hope y'all had something in writing, but obviously not if it's taking this long, because no matter how much friends you are, what's on black and white stands up in court. You know this, Phaedra. You're a lawyer. Duh. Pay that man. Anyhow, let's sidetrack, move on to the next thing. Mallory, Cynthia's sister, is a bona fide hater. She has not seen it for Peter the whole entire time that they've been married, from the wedding and stealing the wedding license, or wedding certificate, however that goes. Marriage license. From stealing the marriage license, she has not seen it for Peter, so at any opportunity to tear Peter down, she's going to do so. And she's going to tell Cynthia what she thinks Cynthia should feel, how she should act, how she should react. Yeah. Mallory, let that rise. Mind your own businesses. I understand that you love Cynthia, but baby, listen. You gotta let Cynthia's grown. Cynthia's a smooth 47-year-old successful woman. Whatever she wants to do with her time, her money, her marriage is her business. Let her have that. But anyway, hey Marlo, what's up, girl? See you back on the show. She always makes it back. Marlo makes it interesting. It's funny to watch Marlo on the show because she, for whatever reason, she ruffles feathers, and I don't know why, but that lady, a lot of the girls cannot take that lady. But hey, it is what it is. Hey Marlo, and I thought it was interesting to see her and Sheree on good terms. Of course, we haven't really seen either of them since that, whole meltdown when they were on this trip. So maybe they've, squashed it and let bygones be bygones because they didn't have the pressure of having to be on the show to keep their spot and keep up mess to keep, So they were able to, maybe they were able to, squash it and see their friendship through. So that was cute. And girl, why must Miss Kenya always start in with Peter? Oh my God, like what is that about? Kenya is a mess. Businesswoman, yes. Messy, very much so as well. Like, she always starts in with Peter. If Peter is married to Cynthia, let Peter be married to Cynthia. That's not your baby to rock. Whatever he's doing, I'm sure Cynthia's seen it as well. So if Cynthia has addressed it, let her address it. You don't have to have a commentary on everything, but it's people like that in real life, so I guess that may just be who she is. And as well, she's already started in on Sheree. Sheree hasn't even got a peach back yet. And you started in from the time we were riding to the house, talking about Shadow Sheree and reading on the woman's house, and then she get there and you feel like you want to put her in the limelight or in the front seat and try to read her about her house and talking about how all the neighbors have been talking and complaining about her house, but then it went from all the neighbors to my neighbor, singular one. But you said that she lives 500 feet away from you, so she has to be one neighbor. Most people have a neighbor on each side, so there's only one other neighbor. Okay. But Miss Sheree had got her, she started reading. Miss Sheree started reading, and I thought she handled herself very well. From the last time she's been on the show, I was not a real big fan of Sheree, but I think she handled herself in this particular situation very, very well. Leave that woman alone. If she don't never move in that house, or if it takes her 10 years to move into her house, but then it's paid for in those 10 years, let that be that. Can you get off that woman? But I will say, side note, parentheses, brackets, I think when Kenya starts in with the new people, or people who are new on the show. I guess we can't really call Sheree new because she's been there, but Anyway, when she starts in with people that she first encounters, she's steadily securing her spot on the show, thusly securing her coin. So I guess that's what that is. At least I think. But yeah, I ain't mad. That was pretty much the first episode review. Only other thing, shout out to, what is this? Shout out to Cynthia Bailey Eyewear. For the first part of the show, I could not get on the website. I was like, this is a key. Cut the shit. And I posted about it. But eventually the website did come up. I see there are two frames on the site. There is Bailey, and there is also what's her daughter's name? Shit. Let me pull it back up. There is also Noelle. There are two. They're both priced at a special season 8 premiere price, which is $99 each. But you can also, they're also buy one get one 40% off. So let's say you buy both for $99. Well, one is $99 and you want to go ahead and get the other. What you would really spend is, oh, you spend $99 for one, of course, and then you can get the other one for $39.60. So if you're really about that in life, they're cute, but I'm not going to spend that on some sunglasses. I tear sunglasses up too easy, and I have real live glasses I need to see. So unless they can come with a prescription and I can wear them at all times, I'm not going to spend that kind of coin on them. But you could really get a cute little deal if you're that girl for like $150 pre-tax. But looking at them, they're really cute. I'm going to try to insert pictures of both. Yeah. So shout out to Cynthia. You know, they say millionaires have like what, 7 streams of income. Good way to create another stream, because people are always going to buy stuff like this. Even if it's not at this expensive price, they'll still buy it. So this is my review for first episode of season 8, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Maybe I'll be back. Y'all know I'll start a show and then I'll stop. Ooh, I'll stop. Because on Sundays, it'll be my first day off. And I just don't, you know, I don't always want to watch it. So, yeah. We'll see how this goes. I'll try to get back to y'all sometime this season. Bye.